and welcome back to our magical mystery tour of Australia. This morning we've headed north out of Grafton on the Summerland Way, and we've kept going north along this really nice road that reminded me a lot of England actually, all the scenery and that around. We even had a little bit of rain, but it was mostly sunny. One big difference was that we had some magnificent views of the Great Divide, which runs right the way up the east coast of Australia. And if you want to come in from the eastern coast inland, you have to go up and over the Great Divide. It's got different names along its way. And now we're nearly at our first stop, which is Nimbin. And behind me you can see the Nimbin rocks, which is part of the extinct volcano that we're going to go and see a little bit later. We couldn't do it the other day because it was raining too much, but we're going to go there hopefully today. That's the plan anyway. Hopefully we'll find that better than we did the pineapple. Who knows? Anyway, when we get to Nimbin, it's quite a quirky little town. We're going to stop and have some lunch. It is actually the drug capital of Australia. I certainly won't be eating any cakes. Because, you know, that'd be a thing, wouldn't it? Come to Australia, 3.5 years sober, vlogging away, 4 years off of the cigarettes, and then go back addicted to pot. Because that's the thing with an addict brain and an addict mind, you see. If I was to take something like that and my dopamine receptors liked it, and my reward pathway got triggered off, oh my goodness, that would not be a good plan. So that's why I have, for my cigarettes, not another puff no matter what. For my drink, not another drop no matter what. I've got a new one for my sugar, is not another bite if you want to catch your flight, because I won't be able to travel the world because I'll get inflamed for carrying eating sugars. And I need one for pot. Don't touch the pot because you won't be able to stop. So that's my new saying for today. I'm going to show you some little video of our journey here and get a little bit more footage of the Nimbin rocks. This is a reproduction of an oil painting that represents the Wonder Arm, which is the gathering and the meeting place which existed here in Nimbin before colonisation. The symbols represent the connection to the country of the First Nations people, and the handprints represent all the people that walk on this continent, walking as one with respect and care for each other. Negotiate more potholes. There's lots of potholes here, and we've had lots of diversions on the way here where roads have been closed because of the floods, and banks have just disappeared, as have bridges, and just sides of roads have collapsed. In this area, they have a saying about that you have 1 in a 100-year flood, and this area had 3 1 in a 100-year floods in just 6 months. So been quite a lot of destruction to the roads. Say it as I find it. Some quirky fibres. Julia, that smell. It's definitely not the fruit bats this time.
Not fruit bats this time.
This is a pretty quirky place, I have to say, and despite what it's famous for, they do lots of great stuff, like drumming clubs, cabaret clubs, open mics, bowling, there's lots of markets, there's arts, you can come and stay, lots of amenities. Not that I'm promoting any sorts of substance use, you understand, but it's up to the individual. It's not for me. nor with alcohol, nor sugars, nor smoking. None of it's for me, because I'm a binger. I just can't stop. But it is a good place just to come and experience. It's really lovely in here, really nice food, great value for money. You get a big plate or a small plate. A small plate that's big enough for us. Loads of vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free food, and it really is delicious. And I have to say, my favourite was this salad with a peanutty sauce. It's really, really nice. This is a really good find. If you're here in, where are we? Nimbin? And I've got to try and pronounce where these are the guys from Bhakti Field, which is just down the road, and they do Bhakti yoga, which is a spiritual kind of yoga, and you can go and join them on a Sunday between around 4 o'clock in the afternoon for chanting and food. And they also, I'm really excited, they do a Zoom one as well on a Sunday morning. Their Sunday's 7 AM, which will be 8 PM for me when I'm back home, so I'm definitely going to give that a go. But if you're vegetarian, vegan, even if you're not, but gluten free, also come check this out. I like a little bit of Bob here, but who doesn't love a little bit of Bob? Oh, some fish ones of those shoes, look. Oh, I'll just go ask over titting. I love these hats, you see, but if I got one of them, my son would go, Mum, appropriation. However, I would just like to say something about that, because one talked me out of having dreadlocks and they said it's appropriation, you're not a Rastafarian. I'd just like to point out that I could well be Viking, and that's where they got it from to start with. I was just trying some rings on there because I lost one of my rings, and there's 3 big rings I was trying on, and luckily none of them fitted, because as I was trying them on I was thinking, do any of these signify anything that I shouldn't be wearing promoting? Well, that's very funny. You're not allowed to drink alcohol around here, but you can smoke and be stoned as anything. Julia, have you noticed something about here? Strange. Yeah? Everyone's happy and smiling.
I wonder why.
They're all getting out your way. They're all really polite and really nice and really happy. How cool are these? I'm going to get one for my drinks bottle. I love this. I don't know if it's made of hemp or reed, but it comes away from Thailand. It wasn't actually made here. But I'm hoping it will stop me losing my drinks bottle, because I've lost a number over the years, but who knows? I'll probably just lose the whole thing. I'm not going to get involved in the whole cannabis debate, because obviously we know it has medicinal purposes, and I was actually prescribed it at home. Me personally, I can't have the THC. The CBD is very, very good for my pain though. So it is legalised out here for medicinal purposes, as it is in the UK if you get it properly prescribed, as it is in Canada and America. It's a plant, it's a herb, and it's sold quite freely here and smoked quite freely too. Whether it's your bag or not, whether it's your thing or not, then it is a place to come. It is kind of quirky and it is a good place to see. Driving round the edge of an extinct volcano that last erupted 23 million years ago. So unless we're very, very unlucky, and of course I am quite unlucky, we should be quite safe. This is also close to Mount Warning, which was called Mount Warning by Captain Cook, because it's what he saw. and used as a navigational aid when he approached the coast of Australia. Right, it's been now off of the walls and we're driving through the volcano. I expected it to be like an old black volcano, but
it was 23 million years ago.
Oh yeah, okay. Use your imagination. Driving down through rainforests and surrounded by beautiful mountains. There are so many trees. Can't quite get a view. We're now mountain chasing for you. Oh, this looks interesting. It's moving pretty fast, that water, isn't it? Wow. Mountains there. I suppose we're kind of on a mountain as well, aren't we? We're driving through around a big crater. What's it called? What's the technical term? No.
The bottom part is the caldera.
Caldera. What's the bottom part? And these are the walls of the volcano. Suddenly looks very tropical. Blue skies, Julia. Sunny blue skies.
And mountains.
And mountains, yay! We found the mountain, we've driven through the volcano. We just need to find a pineapple now. Big, big pineapple. We don't know where we are. We don't know if it's a private road through some sort of plantation thing. They have a very polite way of telling you it's a dead-end road, look. They put a big cow in the way to start with. And then they tell you there's a turning bay ahead. There's no through road, but there is a turning bay ahead, so we don't have to do a 3-point or 20-point turn around by the car. Which is pretty cool. We do have to negotiate some more cows though. And you know me and cows. We can turn around here. It's amazing, you know, that cow there does not bother me. In this car, I'm thinking, how lovely. But when you're sitting on a Canna and Riker and there's a herd of 30 of them walking towards you, it's pretty scary. Julia was just saying that usually this water is crystal clear because of the rain, it's so murky. And that is down the bridge bit that we crossed. And to give some idea of the floods, these trees have been swept away with all the floods, and it comes right up here, right up just in front of where Julia is in the car there, and it's all flooded. And that's why it's taken lots of banks and bridges out with it. Hopefully we'll get back across it safely. It's this tiny little place, and as soon as we drove in here we're like, oh, I like it here. No coffee shops though. There's a bottle shop. Bottle shop everywhere. Oh, motorbikes, oh my gosh. We've seen so many bikes out today. Sunday bike riding. Apparently that was called Yukai. We didn't stop. There's a butter factory there. And Yukai is where the mountains meets the sky. According to the sign, anyway. Full of diversions, lots of roadworks along here. Bridges that are just trying to recover and sort out the sides of the roads that fell away in the floods. Do that a bit quick. Quick diversion. Oh, maybe it's his kitchen. We're going to go to Mt Warning. B&B retreat, Palms retreat, Rainforest Cafe. That sounds good to me. Right, off we go. That must be up ahead there then. That great big one that we keep seeing. I wonder because I can see it from the sea. Oh, another bridge. Wow. Okay, well, the trees that literally blown over that big tree or wiped out. Oh, that's a bit rattly. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Get us out of here. Another detour up ahead. This is the other side of where we just were, where the road works. Oh, and obviously it affected all up here. We can no longer go down the road there. This is up here. Says Mt Warning Rainforest Park. Is it up that way? Do you reckon? Or does it mean it's down this way?
Office shop.
Ah, okay. We're going to have a look up this way. We'll have a look and see.
Remember Brisbane, no signs.
Yeah. No, decide that's a caravan park. So we're going to do a turn. I'll try and find the Rainforest Cafe. Do you call these Fords over here?
Yeah.
I actually could quite happily just go and paddle. So pretty. So Julia stopped for me to have a paddle. She said just don't fall in. Well, not until I've got the camera ready, which I think is very mean, but oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's so warm. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, it's lovely and warm. But of course today I had to wear a long dress, which I have dropped in the water already, but it's fine. How lush is this, look. Stones. Take them ages. We're now on a two-way road through the mountains. Reminds me a bit of Ireland actually, over the passes. They were really narrow, you know, coaches going up and down them. That was fun. There's a sign back there saying, do not cross this water on causeway, and you can kind of see why. Look at that though. Still going up, I thought we were coming down. We have still yet to find the Rainforest Cafe. But we'll find it. We will. How pretty is that like that? It is nice going off the beaten track. And we're still going up. Made it to the rainforest, no sign of a cafe. I think our motor is hotter than us. She's steaming and smelling very hot. Oh, definitely steaming. We'll have to go and let her cool down and go and scoop some water out the river. We have plenty of water. Wait and see what happens when it cools down. If it cools down. It's a shame it's not the water, because we've got plenty here. We're at Nimbin National Park, which is a sacred area for the Bundjalung Nation. This rainforest has been included in the Gondwana Rainforest Heritage. It contains 40 remnants of rainforest island stretching from southeast Queensland to Barrington Tops in New South Wales. So this is where we are here, and this is the border between New South Wales and Queensland. Look what I found. Oh my God. Oh. We found it! Yay! Now it may look a little bit small. It might not look like the big pineapple, but just use your imagination. It's wonderful what you can do with that. Made it safely back to Grafton, and that's the old bridge that we walked across the other day. And Julia's just really surprised me by telling me this little old town is actually a city. And then she surprised me even more by saying it is the first city on the north coast. And I'm like, but we're on the east coast. And this is where it gets confusing. We're in the north of New South Wales, so we are on the north coast. That's what it is known as here. Anyway, it's just come up to 8 PM. It's been a long day, a tiring day, but an absolutely magical one. Oh, and Julia's pointed on it, if you can see on here, lots of bats all flying above us in the sky. This is a cathedral that probably makes it a city that we went into the other day. It's all lit up, but I'm just going to be quiet now, so you can hear the rainbow lorikeets. Night night.